Coach, going into this game, were you planning for it to end in a score that would be hilarious to teenagers?
A little bit of a surprise.
Coach, do you feel Pete Carroll ran up the score on purpose in order to make a cheap joke at the Cougars' expense? Or do you feel he meant the joke to be more good-natured, if a bit immature?
You know, that's a good question. I
don't think there's any malicious intent behind anything.
Okay, Coach. When he blocked that point after attempt in the second quarter, it sort of put the game on a path where you could see that if the Trojans scored 6 more touchdowns, you'd end up with a score that would basically be a middle schooler's dream come true. Do you think that was the right call to block that kick?
It was a little dicey, obviously, and we knew that, but it was really the only choice we had.
Coach, last 3 minutes of the game, USC is up 62-0 in your red zone. Is there any kind of sense on the sideline, maybe among the younger players, that you should just go ahead and let them score that extra touchdown? Or is everyone pretty much adult enough to resist that temptation?
You know, I don't know that we're mature enough just yet to handle something like that, to be honest. We're just not.
Coach, are you disappointed in any way that your team settled for an easy scoreboard joke instead of trying for something more sophisticated, like, for example, gaining exactly 158 yards? Of course, when you convert 158 to Roman numerals, 158 yards becomes an anagram for icy rival dis, which would be a clever reference to what USC did by running up the score like that. Do you think the team will ever be capable of that kind of highbrow scoreboard humor?
You know, you'll see this offense evolve, and I can't sit here and say anything is right for sure.
Coach, final question. I was hoping you might be able to complete this limerick for me. There once was a lady of mine who got pulled over tipsy on wine. When he asked of her need to be going such speed, she said she'd rather be doing... She'd rather be doing 60...
What's your question again about the...
Oh!
Saved by